COVID.
Oh yeah, it's all COVID.
So we'll never see it. No, we won't. um, there has been a huge spike in threats against the Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and um, related people close to him, not family, but like other people in the government that are close to him. He's had 130 threats against him and ministers from between January and July. That number jumped from 100 threats made during the same period in 2019, so an extra 30 threats. But it's gotten to the point now where, like, there was a guy in July that breached the entrance of the estate where Trudeau lives. That just happened in July. Just happened last month.
Which is the Governor General's house, by the way.
Which is the Governor General house, which Trudeau doesn't live there because he's living in Quebec right now at the fucking cottage. So there's that. And there's just been a few other ones. The Governor General Julie Payette, she is actually staying at the same estate as Trudeau right now.
Yeah, because it's her house.
Because it's her house. The Infrastructure Minister Catherine McKenna as well has had threats against her and everything else. So it's just good to see Canadians saying something.
Yeah,
and for the record, when they're saying threats, the bulk of this are people just yelling insults and swearing at them, just for the record. Because it literally states that right in here, too. That's the best thing about it.
I'm not on board with the threatening Justin. Justin's a piece of crap. You can call him names. I don't think you should threaten anybody. I don't think you should scare his children. I don't think you should involve his family like that. I think it's bullshit. We're better than that, Canada. Don't do it.
Well, they're not threatening his family. It's all directed specifically at him.
You have no idea what they're saying. You're not there.
Nowhere in anything on this does it mention if his family was being threatened. If somebody said, "I'm going to kill your fucking wife too," they would of course they would mention that because that would be he's threatening the entire family. It's all directed to him.
I still don't think it's right to threaten the leader of our country. I don't think that's a good thing. I don't think you should threaten anybody. I think uttering threats, number one, it's a crime. Number two, it's unnecessary and stupid. And yeah, if his children are old enough to read what you just read, that's bullshit. Why should we have, like, families worrying about that? It's just like these fuckers that showed up at John Horgan's house. Like, what are you doing? He's still a human being. He's still a person with a family he has to go home and take care of every year. He's a piece of shit. He's a shitty prime minister, but whatever. He's still a dude. He's not threatening anybody.
But again, keep in mind, threats are just being insults. That's what the threats are. Nobody's threatened. Nobody's threatened his life.
Tell me exactly what everyone said. Tell me exactly what everyone in your article said. Word for word.
Do you know his life has been threatened? No, you don't. So shut the fuck up.
I'm asking. I want to know. You're
nowhere, anywhere on this thing is it mentioned anywhere whatsoever about any threats to his life.
Well, you started with threat. Threat was the thing you started.
Threat was where it started as a description, and as I continued the conversation, as you fucking listened, I said the threats, when they all boil down to it, the threats are just people yelling insults and expletives.
Well,
that's it.
Stupid article, and yeah, good. Go yell at people. Yell expletives at everybody every day. That's not news. If he's being threatened, that's a thing.
The whole point of me reading this was to show the ridiculousness of Canada when it comes to, like, Trump. You have people threatening Trump's life on a daily, hourly basis. That's going on there. In Canada.
Threatening. You just started without reading the whole article, and then it turned out to be what you wanted.
I can't put out the whole article in the first fucking word, Eric. I have to start off with exactly what I'm reading, and then I come out with, again, it says threats against the prime minister, but when it boils down to it, it's not actually threats. It's just people yelling insults. It's exactly what I said.
That's a great use of 10 minutes of our show. People insulted people.
Bitching me out for
it. You said threats.
Again, I read exactly what I read, and I clarified everything that I said. It starts off stating threats.
Yes,
and immediately after I said threats, it all boils down to this.
Show.
I did. Don't tell me what I'm not fucking doing.
Okay.
So,
So someone in Canada insulted someone. That's what Gord's story is.
That's what the story is.
Podcast.
You want anything fucking more to do about this one, you can start pulling up fucking articles. I'm doing the best I can. Lithuania had... Oh, fuck, why can I never name that fucking country? Lithuania has banned Hezbollah affiliates. They're not allowed to enter the Lebanese Shia Hezbollah. Fuck me, this is tongue-tying. They're just not allowed to enter the country anymore.
That's cool.
You follow this, that's it. You're not allowed in. Israel's like, yay, thank you. That's awesome. Not sure how that's still allowed, but hey, whatever.
What's still allowed?
Well, Hezbollah is a religious belief.
They're a very militant religious group with a horrible history of terrorism.
Name a religious that isn't.
I'm not saying there is one, but Hezbollah is notoriously terror. They're not the nice Muslims. They're not the nice religious people. They're horrible, evil bastards, and everybody knows it. They can hide behind religion if they want to try, but their track record has proven otherwise.
Wasn't this the same? No. What was those fucking little bands that all the celebrities were wearing on their arm? Wasn't that for Hezbollah? No.
That was Kabbalah.
What was that for? Kabbalah. Very close.
Probably the same thing, ultimately. I don't know Kabbalah.
I have no idea what that was.
I know it's not like a nice, friendly, happy thing, and most celebrities, I don't think, knew what they were talking about. They just wanted to be like Madonna.
Yeah, because she was the one that started that, was she not?
No, she's...
Like, she made it the thing to do?
Yeah, maybe. A bunch of them did it all at once. There's like Scientology. But it's not... Kabbalah's not like... It's not like a cool, like, fucking hippie Neato religion. It's kind of crazy and weird. Hard to explain.
I've never actually looked into it. I have no idea what it does.
But Hezbollah, they're not like... There's no hiding it. They're not Shriners. They're fucking evil motherfuckers. And I think that's awesome of Lithuania to do that. There's going to be a huge war. Like Israel and I didn't think Hezbollah, but it could happen. I thought it was going to be Iran, but there's going to be a major fucking eruption of a war in that area between Israelis and these one of these Muslim groups.
Yeah.
And I think Lithuania is just being proactive.
Well, it's a 10-year ban.
Nice. Is
what they've done to actually get this thing going. Hezbollah was only founded in Lebanon in 1982. Mm-hmm. And it has ties to Iran.
Yeah, the Iranian Revolution.
82, that's it, eh? Huh.
Yeah, man, that's like Iran was a happy-go-lucky, friendly place until then.
Yeah, I remember seeing pictures of what Iran looked like in the 70s. It was fucking beautiful. Just looked like a quiet Canadian town. It just looked awesome. Yeah.
But nicer, and people were better off.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the Shia move in and fuck it all up in the name of goddamn religion.
Yeah, that's right.
Now all of a sudden women, like Iran was one of the freest places in the world. You could do anything. There was no women can't drive and all this bullshit. Everybody could do whatever the fuck they wanted. It was just a happy, cool place. And then all of a sudden, like overnight, women can't drive and have to wear hijabs and shit. It's like, what the fuck? No wonder they're so fucked up, like, as a people.
Yeah.
Overnight, in our lifetime, things went from normal life like ours to what we see and think is weird. Like, that's only happened since 82. Like,
that's just crazy.
We think it's ancient, like, tradition. Yeah, ancient as in the fucking 80s.
Man, that was so long ago.
Yeah,
fucking 40 years ago.
Right.
That's it.
It's fucking. So no wonder they're so angry and fucking spiteful and shit. It's like most of them are still alive to remember when their country was like ours.
That's fucking nuts. That's just insane.
And then you've got like America going in and bombing them every fucking 2 years for no reason. Like,
No.
what the fuck? In 82, we were the shit. What the fuck is going on right now?
Right? I could go out to nightclubs. I could go and just wear whatever I wanted, and I could just go and do things. I had a job. It was great. My house didn't have bullet holes in it.
And they were all pretty well off. Like they were like middle class people, and now all of a sudden they're just fucking living in mud huts, and women can't drive, and they got to wear masks, and this fucking craziness. They're like, fuck, I'm gonna shoot down a Canadian plane if this shit keeps up.
Oh, look at that. We already did that.
Why not?
Over in Mexico, in 2014, there was 43 students had disappeared.
Yes, I recall that.
Well, they're still gone, and so the parents of the missing students, obviously, they want justice. They want their fucking kids back. They want to know what happened. The president now
guarantee there's one that doesn't. There's one family that's just like secretly stoked. Like that dude sucks. I'm glad he's gone.
He was such a pain in the ass, that kid. Fuck.
Sorry.
We've saved so much money. Our daughter is doing so much better. The president, the now president, the theory that he's going by is he thinks that the students were killed by agents of the then government, which, for the record, the government at that time said, no, they've just gone missing. So,
and I like how that was just how much of this story have you heard on the news since 2013? Like, that was just the official thing. 43 kids are missing. The end.
The end. That's it. They've just gone missing.
Don't you have something more to say about that? No, we're good. That's all.
Nope. That's it.
What's
we're
the
gonna move
official
on.
explanation? The official explanation is now you don't see them anymore. What do you want from me?
Families are saving money. That's what you need to know. Get the fuck out of here. Move on to the next one. So that's a little that's it about that one. But yeah, so it's from 2014. They have no idea what the fuck happened, and nobody knows, and they're still not getting any answers. So the family's demanding justice, but you're not going to get it.
No, you will not. That's how Mexico works.
You should be thankful that your whole family has been wiped out by a drug cartel is what you should be thankful for.
Well, one of them knows what's happened to the kids.
Yeah, probably.
Whether the government iced them or the cartels did is one or the other. In Mexico, it's COVID or cartel. Or government. Like, there's only 3 ways to die in Mexico. You get killed by the government, you get killed by a cartel, or COVID.
Yep.
That's it. No one else ever. So go talk to them. They might let you know something for the right price. Everything can be bought in Mexico. All the answers you need can be yours for the right price. If you don't pay enough, you'll just get a bunch more lies. They've got fucking ATMs in the police stations. You get arrested, they walk you to the ATM, and depending on how much you have, that's how long your sentence will be. It's a fucking
is fucked.
Take all the cartels out of the like. There's a reason those cartels exist in Mexico. It's because the government and the police and everyone official was corrupt as fuck.
Yep.
You take all the bad people, like the criminals, out of Mexico, and you've still got the worst fucking corrupt ass government you can imagine.
Yep.
But we like Tijuana, so we defend them.
It's cheap for vacation.
It's not a good place, and those kids, something very, very terrible has happened to them, and that sucks. And the fact that it just in 2013, we're 2020 now, So for 7 years, we just stopped caring. We didn't pursue that. That wasn't a thing we cared about.